Okay, so we're going to put a box in here, and we're going to use our guide here. And we'll trace it up like this. And we'll cut across the bottom like this. And across the top like this. Okay, do you want to get me the box of stuff that we bought? Okay, that's it. Perfect. Okay, so on Monday, can you give me a ride home with that receiver on Labor Day?
I'm probably not going to be around.
So I'm going to drill a hole. I'm going to bring it up here so I can bring the wire down into the box. That's always a joy, isn't it?
Are you hitting anything?
No.
There's probably something there.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Okay. So we have to go over there and move it. Okay, I'll stick my hand in here. Okay, poke it through. I don't feel it.
I haven't got there yet.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, so we have our box here. We're just going to make sure this is tight. So when we screw our outlet in, it's nice and tight. This is meant for MC cable here, so we're going to bring our wires in through here. I'm going to put my hat up here so my visor doesn't get in the way. Nothing's worse than a video that you can't see anything, you know. So we're going to open up our knockout here. Make sure our MC cable connectors or BX bushing is in here all the way, like that. And I can take a little electrical tape just to help hold that bushing in place for a little extra stability. Because I don't want that kind of bushing to fall out of there. Bring our wires into our box here. firm here. Now we'll get our round screw. It's nice to have to paw through everything to look for it.
Do you have a couple wire nuts?
Yes, I brought quite a few.
Great.
So we have to bond to our box here with our green screw. So we put that in our threaded hole here. Get our ground tail out. We'll make our loop the direction our screw turns here. That receiver is a very good one.
I know it is. It's actually container
There we go. So we have our bond to the box. Now we'll stick our box into the wall here. I love having something in my hand 1 minute and not knowing where it is the next. But you know what? I'm not going to get upset about it. Okay, so we'll just push this in the wall. These are called box holdets here. Just bend it open like this. You always put your longer one up, so we'll go up, and we'll go in. If it's not going to go, it's not going to go, so you don't get upset. You can shorten this a little bit. In, and we'll pull it forward as far as we can. And we'll go up just a bit here, push our box back, push in and bend over like this. Make sure you get it in all the way. Make sure it's in all the way there. I love having things in my hand and not knowing where it is the next minute, you know? Do you know where that little saw went?
all the time. I do not.
But I'm going to have fun looking for
It's
it.
right there.
Oh, good.
Right here.
Oh,
It's
okay.
hiding.
Good.
There it isn't.
Good. Because I've also awful wondered if spirit creatures can take things and hide them on you. Because I've lost things like that, and I never found it. Push this in. There we go, we got it in. We'll bring it down, pull it up as far as we can, push our box back as hard as we can, bend it over, and we'll just push it, squeeze it in all the way here. And we'll make our ground tail up to go to our outlet here. Oh, can you look for some straps? Okay, so we'll take our black and our white wire, and we'll get our ground wire down here out of our way. Now we're going to pigtail these wires together to go to our outlet. Get our copper all even at the end here, like that there. See, they're all even at the end. Take our wire nut. According to code, you have to bond your ground wire to the box and to the outlet. And I hold the tail so it stays even inside the wire nut. There we go. Now we can get our ground wire back into our box here. Get back all the way. And now hook our outlet up. Here in the country I was born in, your black wire is your hot wire. So we'll take off about an inch. Again, we'll take off about an inch, stripping it with our number 12 hole. We'll close the screws we're not using. Your black goes on the brass screw, the narrow slot. Your white goes on the silver screw, the wider slot. And the green or the bare wire goes on the green screw. Make sure it's nice and tight like that. Make sure it's nice and tight and you have a good solid connection like that there. So we'll bring it around this way. Get our black wire on our brass colored screw. Do you want to come over and take a little look at it, see what it looks like? Okay, I just push back a little bit there so my wire stays under the screw head all the way around like that there. So we got our connections made here. Now we'll fold our wires to go into our box. We can go up and down with our black and white and go down. And we'll keep our ground wire down at the bottom. And I'll curve it to go over that way. See how it's going to zigzag across the bottom there? And we'll screw it in. And we'll finish it by hand so we don't strip our holes out. I got it all in there nice. I'll get it centered on our box so it's nice and neat there. Make sure our tabs are pushed in all the way. I don't like how the wires are pushing against it, so I'll just unscrew it here. Get our wires shaped a little bit better so they don't push against some. There we go. Our ground wire is staying down where we want it. I'm going to pull our wires up a little bit so that they make more of an accordion shape there. So now they're not pushing against something we don't want them pushing against. And now it's going in better. I love losing screws. It's a joy to lose them and not be able to find them. So we'll just have to go get another one if we don't find it. We're not going to get upset, but I did find it. And there is outlet number 1 all done. And we can put our cover on. Okay, so we're going to mark our box here. It's going to be the bottom of it right here. Take our box, we'll set it on here, we'll trace it out. This is a box that I had here. Get our drill bit out here. Boy, it's nice to be, oh, here it is. I'm going to put our drill bit in here. And we'll drill up above here so we get our wire. There, we're through. Okay, we'll stick our cable through here. There it is. So we're going to use our MC cable cutter here, and we're going to cut it. I'm going to leave some, make it quite long here. There it is, we're through. You see how nice and easy that comes off there? And we'll take our cutters here. We'll cut this sharp edge off here. We'll put our anti-short bushing in here. Push it in like that. We'll take a little electrical tape. This will hold the bushing in place so it doesn't fall out on you. So we can take, we have to get a green screw into this box here, so we're going to take our flathead screwdriver. We're going to take our side off here so to make it easier to put our bonding screw in. We'll put it right here. We'll bring our MC cable to our box. Make sure our cable comes down into our clamp here. Okay, make sure it's nice and tight here. Now we're going to get our ground wire to go around over that to that screw there. Cut it with our number 12 hole here and up here. We'll take our knife and we'll just skin our ground wire off up to our score mark here. Okay, so now we'll bring it down. We'll make a nice loop here. Make sure we get our wire around the screw all the way here. Tighten it to close our loop the direction our screw turns. Nice and tight. And now we can put our side back on here. Okay, we'll make sure our screws are tight. We have to bring this one up a bit. So let's bring it up so it's flush there. Now we put our box into our wall here. I have to cut just a little more across the bottom. Into the wall. We're going to cut a little knot screw there, a little over here. We'll get our holdits out here. See if we can get this this one in all the way without having to. Yeah, we can. So we'll bring it down, push our box in all the way, bend it over, push in on our box, push it in, just squeeze it over. Do the same thing on this side. You always put this longer one up. Push in. Pull up. Push them back all the way here. How much fun it is to look for stuff. I enjoy looking for stuff. Strip with our number 12 hole. We'll close the screws we're not going to be using. That way keep them out of the way of things you don't want it to touch. Okay, so we'll put our white wire onto our silver colored screw. You want to make sure you get your copper under the screw head all the way around. Make sure it's nice and tight like that. We'll get our ground wire on the green screw. I love how my pliers are rounded off on the ends. I just love it. There we go. Make sure it's nice and tight like that. I'll use the flat head. Tighten it. There it is. There we go. That's what we want right there. Flip it over this way and we'll get our black wire onto our brass colored screw. Another thing I love is blurry vision. It's a wonderful joy. close the loop or the direction our screw turns here. Make sure it's nice and tight like that. Now we can fold our wires into our box. Like that there. Now we'll fold our black and whites up and down like an accordion. And we'll go back and forth with our ground wire, and I'll keep it down here towards the bottom. This one's insulated, so okay, it's going to go in nicely here. Okay. So let's make sure our wires are going to go in without any problems here. They're not going to poke into anything. And we'll just tighten them by hand here. Make sure our wires are not pushing into anything here. Yeah, it's pushing against that connector there, so I'm going to shape them a little better so they don't cut against anything. I'll fold them this way a little bit more, so that way they don't hit against anything that's sharp. There we go, that's what we want. Tighten them on by hand. Do you want to grab me the other cover is ready to go on?
Thank you. Did you hear me?
What?
I said thank you.
Oh, yes, I appreciate it. Let's stick our cover on. Looks nice.